record here in Orange County, and this is Judge Wish. This is courtroom 1, session 1. That's a whole session. And hi, Mr. Schmier, how are you?
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
And can I have the parties announce themselves for the record, please?
Judith Martin on behalf of the state.
Peter Schmier on behalf of the defense.
Jonathan Marino, PTR.
Okay. And then do we have Casillas Gonzalez?
Judge, if I may intercede, the CEO's request that you take Mr. Sonny Rivera first. He's on the reset calendar on page 2.
Oh, it's the last one. Okay. All right. All right, so I have Sonny Rivera. Is he present?
Yes, they're bringing him up.
Okay. All right, good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name, please?
Sonny Rivera.
All right, Mr. Rivera, you're here in case number 2019 CF 4283, and you were arrested for possession of a firearm or possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, resisting without violence.
Ammunition? What ammunition?
Okay.
I don't got ammunition on me. I don't have no ammunition.
All right, Mr. Rivera, you need
I got no
to
gun.
not, okay, if you can't conform your behavior to the courtroom, I'm not going to do this with you present. So you're charged with trespass to an unoccupied conveyance as well, and I do find probable cause for those offenses. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You're not to possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. You can't have any contact with any listed victim or witness. You can't go back to the scene of where the offense is alleged to have occurred, and you must abide by the trespass warning if you were provided one, and no weapons, no firearms, and no ammunition. And I'm going to stay the bond on count 1 at $4,000. Count 2, I'll reduce to 100. Count 3, I'll reduce to 100 as well.
Judge, would you consider direct PTR the officer in the case that he does qualify?
Not with his history.
All right, thank you.
All right, do we have, thank you, Mr. Rivera. Casillas Gonzalez. All right, sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Felix Casillas.
All right, Mr. Casillas, you're here, and case number. Do you have a case number on the 2019 CF 4193? You were arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was previously found for domestic battery on a pregnant person and domestic aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And I'll appoint, did you want the public defender, sir?
I believe I was gonna get a lawyer, but
You
for
wanna-
now, I'll take the public defender.
Okay, well, did you fill out an affidavit?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did he fill
For
out
for a
an
public defender.
Does he qualify?
I do remember filling one out,
He
yeah.
was approved by the clerk's office, Judge.
I'll appoint the public defender's officer. You can always hire your own attorney. And I am going to order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with the victim or any witnesses in the case. Do they have no contact order forms over there, or do they sign them after?
Your Honor, they sign it before I is. I'm gonna have him sign it right now.
Okay. Did understand everything contained in that no contact order, sir, when you read it before?
Yes. Well, I didn't read it before, but I'm reading it now. So.
Okay. All right, did you understand everything contained within that form, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
That applies to any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. Do you all live together?
Yes.
Okay, you're to maintain a separate residence. I'll allow you to go back one time with law enforcement. Should you need to get any personal belongings, you must go with law enforcement. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, your bond is going to be set at $3,500 on count 1 and $1,500 on count 2. Do I have to do bond? I know Osceola is different. Do I need to do bond plus PCR on every DD?
You don't have to, Your Honor. It's up to your discretion.
Okay, I'll just do straight bond. All right. Skylee Castillo. All right, please tell me your name, ma'am.
Skylie Castillo.
All right, you're here in case number, I don't have a case number. We don't have a case number? Okay, we don't have a case number for you. This is, we have an agency number, 19-13072 with the Osceola Sheriff's Office. You're charged with obtaining property under $20,000. I guess that's by fraud. And I do find probable cause. Did you fill out a form for the public defender? Does she qualify?
Yes, Judge, she does qualify. She was approved by the clerk's office.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You cannot go back to the Family Dollar at 3295 Boggy Creek Road or have any contact with any listed victim or witness at that location. And she does qualify for pretrial release, I believe.
Correct, Your Honor. She does qualify for a non-monetary.
All right, I'm going to place her in pretrial release.
That's direct PTR?
Yes.
There's no bond to be on today. We're not doing it postponed, right?
Right, we have John Samermansik. All right, good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name, please?
John Simmermansik.
All right, sir, you're here. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant. It looks like the state also filed an information charging you with receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification of ownership or identification. And so I am going to order that you're not to return back to either of the scenes as alleged in the warrant. You can't go back to the victim's residence and you can't go back to the pawn shop. You're not to have any contact with any listed victim or witness in the case. Does he have any prior failures to appear?
Your Honor, he does not have any prior failure to appears.
Okay. I'm going to do straight pretrial release as well, okay? I'll appoint the PD if he qualifies for the PD.
And you'll be released today. Understand?
All right, thank you, sir. Can I have James Ballard, please? right, can you tell me your name, please?
James Jared Fowler, Your Honor.
Mr. Fowler, it looks like you were picked up on a KPS for failing to appear in 17, is it CT or TC? I don't know what that is. TC 685, and the bond is set at $4,000. Okay, so you do have a bond. Does he have the public defender in his case?
He was approved by the clerk's office as being indigent.
Okay, so if he doesn't already have them, I'll appoint them on the list, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, can I have Fausto Gutierrez, please?
He speaks Spanish, I believe, and he is a private attorney.
Okay. Do we have the interpreter?
Your Honor, the interpreter is on the line.
Okay.
Connected remotely.
Okay, can you all hear the interpreter in Osceola?
Yes.
Okay. All right, can you tell me your name, Mr. Interpreter, please?
Alan Figueroa, State Certified Spanish Court Interpreter, Your Honor.
Okay, and have you been sworn in today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. And so, can you tell me your name, sir?
Dígame su nombre, señor.
Fausto Pérez Gutiérrez.
Augusto Pérez Gutiérrez.
All right, Mr. Gutierrez, you were picked up on a KPS for failing to appear.
Señor, usted fue arrestado tras una orden de arresto por falta de comparecencia. Your Honor, the interpreter may ask if you could please move your mic a little closer to you, as I can
Sure.
barely hear you.
Can you hear me better? I can barely hear you.
Much better, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. So, sir, you're here in case number 2002, TC 5870.
Señor, está aquí en el número de caso 02TC5870, señor.
And it looks like you do have a bond in the amount of $4,999.
Y se fijó la fianza en $4,999.
And Mr. Schmier, you did indicate that he does have a private attorney?
That's correct.
Okay.
Y el licenciado usted indicó que él tiene un abogado privado, sí, eso es correcto.
So, Mr. Gutierrez, if you
Sí.
cannot make your bond, you'll have to have your attorney file a motion to reduce your bond, okay?
Bien, señor Gutiérrez, si usted no se puede costear su fianza, su abogado tendrá que radicar un pedimento para que se reduzca la fianza. Bien,
Okay. Thank you.
Bien.
gracias.
Can I have Calvin Levy, please?
Judge, Mr. Levy has a private attorney. We would also waive the reading of the charges.
Okay. Mr. Levy, can you tell me your name, please?
Calvin Levy.
Okay, Mr. Levy, have you hired an attorney in this case?
Yes, ma'am. I just don't remember his name off the top of my head.
Okay, and when did you speak with this person?
I haven't spoke to him yet since I got arrested.
Okay, somebody in your family hired him?
Yes, ma'am. My mom.
Okay, all right, so, you're here in case number 2019 CF 4272. You're arrested for 3 counts, and, the PD is requesting that I waive the reading. I'm having some feedback here. Thank you. And so probable cause was found pursuant to a warrant for those charges. Do you wish to have your attorney present at an initial appearance?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a capital offense, so if I make a finding, or if the state requests for me to make a finding, and I make a specific finding, I can hold you at no bond. Would you like another day to be able to get in touch with your attorney to come to court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I can't get a bond today.
Well, if you
I won't
want,
be able to get no bond today.
well, this is.
Can I, if I, oh, my fault, go ahead.
Okay, so as I said,
Okay.
these are 3 counts of capital felony offenses. If I make certain findings that proof is evident or presumption is great, I can hold you at no bond, okay? If you want to have an attorney present, then I would have to reset your case for tomorrow. You would not get a bond today. We would have that bond hearing and initial appearance tomorrow.
I can't get a bond even if I get put on an ankle monitor.
No. Not right now. I haven't done your initial appearance
Yes,
to
ma'am.
determine whether or not I'm gonna give you a bond. So if you want
Yes,
another
ma'am.
day.
I'll get in contact with my attorney today.
Okay, so
I'll get in contact with my
we'll
attorney.
reset your case for tomorrow so that you have proper representation today from your attorney or tomorrow, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right. So we'll reset Mr. Levy for tomorrow for him to get in touch with his attorney, see if they want to appear. All right, can I please have Evelyn Harkins?
Judge, she is not going to be coming, apparently. She has some mental health reasons for to not be here.
Okay, is she not coming?
She's in isolation.
I'm
For mental health reasons, she's in isolation.
Okay, so
She's
we'll-
not coming for mental health reasons.
Okay, I can
Per
reset
the
her.
COs.
Do you want me to reset her for tomorrow?
Please.
Okay, I will do that. And that was, I don't have a case number for her. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right, Evelyn Wang,
She's also not going to be coming per the COs. She is detoxing.
okay, we'll reset Ms.
So-
Wang. All right, can I have Angel Lucina or Luciana? All right, can you tell me your name, ma'am?
Angel
Sir?
Lucina.
I'm sorry, it looked like you had long hair. All right, you're here in,
Angel Lucina.
okay, thank you, Mr. Lucina. You're here, I don't have a case number for you either, and you're charged with trespass on property other than a structure or conveyance. And I do find probable cause for that offense. Does he qualify for the public defender and want the public defender?
Judge, he was approved by the clerk's office as being indigent.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You cannot go back to Old Town at 5700 West Erlo Bronson Memorial. Abide by the trespass warning, no contact with any listed victim or witness. And the bond will stay set $150.
Judge, he qualifies for direct PTR. I would ask you to consider giving him PTR.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, can I please have Daniel Mace?
Mr. Mace has a private attorney.
Okay, thank you. All right, tell me your name, please.
Daniel Lee Mace.
All right, Mr. Mace, you're here in case number 2016 MM1852. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation. There's a lot of feedback going on. I can't hear. Okay.
You're ready to talk?
And so your bond has been set at none. You do have a private attorney, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're going to have to contact them and they'll be able to file any bond motions on your behalf. Do they see a specific judge out there for arraignment within a couple days? I don't know anything about what goes on in Osceola, so my guess is you'll see a judge within a couple days for an arraignment, okay? But you need to get in touch with your attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Can I please have Jamil Machuca Ortiz? All right, please tell me your name.
Jamil Machuca Ortiz.
Okay, sir, you're here in 2019 MM1513, and you were arrested for a violation of probation in that case. And the judge did set your bond at none. Do you want the public defender's office? Did you fill out a form?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. They'll be able to file any bond motions on your behalf, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can I please have Jose Mulero Morales?
Judge, Mr. Valero Morales speaks Spanish.
Okay,
He was also rejected as being not indigent by the clerk's office based on income.
okay. Do we have the interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor, the interpreter is on the line.
All right, sir, can you please tell me your name?
Dígame su nombre, señor.
José Juan Mulero Morales.
José Juan Morelos Morales.
All right, Mr. Mulero Morales, I don't have a case number for your case,
Señor Morales, no tengo un número de caso para el caso suyo,
but you were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It's domestic violence.
pero usted fue arrestado por intimidación o amenaza calificada con un arma mortífera.
I do find probable cause for the offense.
Determino que existe indicio de criminalidad para el ilícito.
They're advising me that you do not qualify for the public defender, so I cannot appoint them to represent you.
Me ha indicado que no reúne los requisitos para el defensor público, por lo que no se le puede designar al defensor público para que lo represente.
You're going to have to hire and speak with your own attorney.
Tendrá que contratar su propio abogado privado.
I am ordering that you have no contact directly or indirectly with the victim in the case, and I'll have you sign the no contact order form.
Le prohíbo el contacto, ya sea directo o indirecto, con la supuesta víctima del caso y usted firmará la orden de prohibición de contacto.
Make sure that you understand everything that's in the form.
Asegúrese de entender todo lo que indica ese formulario.
Oh, una pregunta, yo estoy confundido en el caso porque a mí me arrestaron el 17 y cumplí, y cuando salgo a buscar mis cosas con un oficial a mí me arresta otro.
I'm sorry, I have a question because I'm a little confused. I was arrested on the 17th and then I got out, and when I went to pick up my stuff at the house with an officer, another officer showed up and arrested me.
I understand that those are the allegations in the affidavit, and there's an allegation that there was an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from the prior incident that was then told to the officer. So that's what the offense is.
Entiendo que esos son los alegatos que se indican en el affidavit, pero en esa fecha en la que usted fue a recoger sus pertenencias fue cuando le informaron al oficial de la amenaza o intimidación calificada con un arma mortífera que se le contó al oficial en ese momento, y de ahí es que surgió eso.
So it's important that you speak with an attorney about it.
Es muy importante que hable con un abogado al respecto.
So, did you understand everything contained in the no contact order, sir?
¿Entendió todo lo que consta en la orden de prohibición de contacto, señor?
Desde el principio.
Since the beginning.
Okay, so you understand that there's no contact. You're to maintain separate residences as well.
Bien, entiende entonces que no debe haber ningún tipo de contacto y debe buscarse otro paradero también.
You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition.
No puede poseer o tener ningún tipo de arma, ya sea arma blanca o arma de fuego, ni municiones.
Were you able to get all your belongings from the residence?
Usted pudo sacar todas sus cosas de la residencia, todas sus pertenencias.
La sacaron por mí porque a mí me arrestaron inmediatamente.
They were taken out for me because I was arrested immediately.
Okay, are there any more of your items at the residence?
¿Hay algún otro artículo suyo en la residencia?
No sé, no, lo que se quedó, se quedó.
All right, your
I
bond
don't
is...
know. Was left behind, was left behind.
Okay, well, your bond is set at $3,500.
Bien, su fianza se mantendrá en $3,500.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, would you be taking any action on the case that he's out on PTR?
I don't think that I can because it's the same date of the offense that the other offense occurred on, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, we don't have an out on PTR form or anything like that, so, But my belief is that this incident occurred on the same day as the prior offense.
That's a prior offense, okay.
Do we have a case number?
Yes, that's Osceola case 19MM4293.
Yeah, I'm not going to take action because I believe that that stems from the same date of offense, and so that I would not be able to take any action on that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, do I have Raj Patel? All right, sir, please tell me your name.
Raj Patel, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you were picked up on a failure to appear capious in 19 MM 2473. And it looks like the judge did set your bond at none. Does he already have the public defender?
I don't believe so. He was rejected as being not indigent by the clerk's office this morning.
Okay, but he's being
Based
held
on
no,
assets.
but he's being held no bond.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna appoint the public defender, okay? So, sir, you'll have an attorney. They can file any motions to set bond for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Can I have Christopher Polizzi? All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Christopher Polizzi.
All right, you're charged in case, well, I don't have a case number, but you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, that being heroin. I do find probable cause. Does he qualify for the public defender?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I'll appoint them to represent you. And you can't possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. He does qualify for pretrial release, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. He does qualify for direct PTR.
All right, sir, I'm gonna place you in pretrial release. You need to follow all of those requirements.
What does pre-trial release mean exactly?
They'll give you all that information, but you're not gonna have to post a bond, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, can I please have David Rivera? All right, tell me your name, please.
David N. Rivera.
All right, Mr. Rivera, you were picked up on, it looks like an out-of-county warrant out of Orange County. And so the bonds in 19 CF 17159 are set at none on all counts. Does he have an attorney on this case in Orange County? Do we know? We're going to see if you do. If not, I'm going to appoint you. You need a representative.
Judge, it's my understanding that, it's my understanding that we normally don't fill out the affidavit of insolvency on an out-of-county warrant.
Okay.
So it can be done in Orange County to BRC.
Yeah, I'll probably end up seeing. But I just want to see if he does have an attorney. Okay, all right. Well, when you get here to Orange County, Mr. Rivera, you can fill out an application, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wait, you already filled one out? No, it's a failure to, it's an out-of-county warrant. I'm not gonna do the IA today. He has to come here. All right, thank you. And I think that Orange
Yes,
County
ma'am.
will have 24, I think that they'll have 24 hours to bring you here, not including weekends or holidays, okay?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, can I please have Felicita Rivera? All right, can you tell me your name, please?
Felicita Rivera.
All right, Ms. Rivera, you were picked up on a violation of probation warrant. Do we have a case number? It's not on anything. 18 CF 2956, I believe, maybe. And so the judge did set your bond at none. My guess is you'll end up seeing a judge over there for your arraignment in a couple days. Does she have the public defender?
She was approved for, as being indigent by the clerk's office this morning.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender. They can file any motions to set bond for you, okay? Can I please have Ricardo Rivera?
Morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Can you tell me your name, please?
Ricardo Rivera.
All right, Mr. Rivera, you're here on a violation of probation in 19 CT 1642. And the judge did set your bond at none in the case. Does he have the public defender?
He was declared indigent by the clerk's office this morning.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender. They're gonna have to file any motions to set bond for you, Mr. Rivera, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Can I have Angela Robinson, please?
Judge, she bonded out.
Okay, we'll take no action on Ms. Robinson. And then we also, can I have Jose Rodriguez Acevedo?
Judge, Mr. Rodriguez Acevedo will need a Spanish interpreter.
Okay. The interpreter's there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name, please?
Buenos días, señor. Dígame su nombre, por favor.
José Rodríguez.
Jose Rodriguez.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you were arrested for driving under the influence.
Señor Rodríguez, usted fue arrestado por conducir bajo los efectos.
And I do find probable cause for the offense.
Determinó que existen indicios de criminalidad para ese ilícito.
And does he qualify for the public defender?
He was found to be indigent by the clerk's office, yes.
Okay, I do, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You can't possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances without a valid prescription. I'm going to stay the bond at 500, and I'm seeing that he does have an immigration hold, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so I do have to advise you, sir, that you have an immigration hold. You'll have to speak with your attorneys about that information, and they can help you with that.
Bien, señor, usted reúne los requisitos, así que se le designará defensor público para que lo represente. Se le prohíbe el uso o consumo de ningún tipo de bebida alcohólica ni de ninguna sustancia controlada, a menos que sea por receta. Se fijará la fianza en $500, pero también tiene una orden de retención de parte de inmigración, así que tendrá que hablar con su abogado al respecto.
Okay? Thank you, sir. Can I have Michael Uliano? All right, please tell me your name.
Michael Giuliano.
All right, Mr. Uliano, you're here. You were arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for pretrial. That's 2018 MM 3992. And the judge did set your bond at none. Does he already have the public defender?
I'm not quite sure, but he did,
Okay.
he wasn't declared indigent by the clerk's office.
He was? Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's
Yes.
office. They're gonna have to file motions on your behalf for bond, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Can I have Dakota Woodard? All right, please tell me your name.
Dakota Woodard.
All right, Mr. Woodard, you're here for a violation of pretrial release, or pretrial release condition of a domestic violence case. And I do find probable cause for that. And did he fill out a form and qualify for the public defender?
Yes, Judge, he was declared indigent by the clerk's office.
Okay, I'm gonna appoint the PD to represent him in this case. And so you're also not to have any contact, directly or indirectly, with the victim in the domestic violence battery that you're out on ROR for. So I'm gonna have you sign that form.
Judge, I would ask that as to this case, you give Mr. Dakota Woodard, if he qualifies, direct PTR. If you read the arrest affidavit, the dad actually asked him to come back home. So the dad obviously wants, hold on a second, the dad obviously wants him to have no hostile contact.
Well,
So
I
this
don't
is a
know.
misunderstanding.
Well, Mr. Smear, I don't know what the dad wants. The dad's not present here to tell me, but obviously he called the police.
But,
he was
well, I'm
at
not
the
asking that you change the provision for no contact and no hostile contact. I'm just pointing out that based on the arrest affidavit, the dad asked him, the defendant, to come home.
I know
Which
what
kind
the-
of suggests he wanted,
I know what the
So
affidavit
given-
says, but he understood what the allegations were. He knew he could not go back there. I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I need him to still sign the no contact order form. So he understands.
Your Honor, he signed it.
Okay, do you understand, Mr. Woodard, that you cannot have contact with your father? Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences, no weapons or firearms or any ammunition. And
Okay, ma'am.
you can't go back to your dad's house, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna place you in pretrial release. But it says that he does
Thank you,
not
ma'am.
qualify.
Your Honor, he doesn't qualify because of his out on RR status on the previous case.
So if I don't take action on that, will he qualify?
He still won't qualify because it's an open legal constraint.
Okay. So, you know, based on the allegations in the affidavit and some mental health issues, I'm gonna set the bond at $500. I'm not gonna revoke the release on the other case, though. Okay, Mr. Smear?
thank you.
Okay. So, Mr. Woodard, you need to not have contact with your dad. If you get arrested again, your chances are everything will be revoked, okay?
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
I don't think we have anything else for Osceola, correct?
That's correct, thank you, Judge.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, y'all have a great weekend.
You too, thank you, have a good day.
Thank you. All right, we are on the record. It is December 21st, 2019. This is Judge Wish, Courtroom 1, and this is the weekend session. And can I have the parties announce themselves for the record, please?
Judith Bellarmi on behalf of the state.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your last name.
Bellarmi,
Bellarmi?
Bill or me.
Bill Ormy?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have.
Oh, it's fine.
Can I have your name, ma'am?
Oh, sorry, Mona Abraham from the Public Defender's Office.
All right.
May I approach real quick with our list?
Sure. Thank you. I don't need to scan. I'm so used to scanning. Okay. All right. Good morning, sir. Can you please tell me your name?
Alexander Sierra.
Alexander Sierra.
All right, Mr. Sierra, you're here. In case number 2019 MM 101889AO, you're arrested for domestic violence battery. I do find probable cause for the offense. And did you fill out a form for the public defender? Oh, we don't have the Spanish on the weekends. Okay, do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm ordering no contact directly or indirectly with the victim. I'll have you sign the form. Did you understand everything contained in the no contact order form?
Yes.
All right, I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. If you need to go back to the residence, you'll need to go one time with law enforcement. Don't go without law enforcement, okay? You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. And I do note that the Department of Children and Families was contacted. I don't know if there's an investigation. If there is, you must comply. And the bond will be set at $500.
And he did qualify for PTR, correct?
Right, without a victim present here, I'm not gonna do that. They do things different in Osceola. All right, thank you. All right. Please tell me your name, sir.
Henry Macario Aguilar.
Henry Macario Aguilar.
Do we know what happened to Paulino da Silva? Okay. All right, Mr. Aguilar, you're here in case number 2019 CT 1537AA. You were arrested for no valid driver's license, and I do find probable cause. And do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
No me opongo, no escuché muy bien.
No contest. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't understand everything.
Okay, do you want me to appoint the public defender in your case? You haven't, are you gonna
No.
hire your own attorney?
No,
Okay, does the state have an,
Sí, es
do you wanna
necesario que-
resolve your case today? I don't know, does he have any immigration issues?
Yeah.
Oh, he
said
bonded, somebody could have told me that. Okay, sir, it looks like somebody posted your bond or your bond is pending, so I'm not gonna take any action on your case, okay?
okay.
Just let us know. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Ever Alonso Gamarro. Ever Alonso Gamarro.
Ever Alonso Gamarro.
All right, Mr. Alonso Gamaro, you're here in case number 2019 CF 1718780. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for lewd and lascivious molestation and lewd and lascivious conduct. And I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you unless you're planning on hiring your own attorney.
Por el momento no tengo fondos para contratar un propio abogado.
At the moment, I don't have any funds to hire an attorney.
All right, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I don't know if the state or the public defender did notice that the warrant charges PBLs, but the child was not under the age of 12. So it appears as though, by my calculations, both count 1 and count 2 should be F2s.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe you're right, and therefore, I believe he did qualify for a bond.
Yeah, so I don't know if the state had reviewed that, but it appears as though the child is alleged to have been 13 years of age at the time of the offense. The warrant was signed, so probable cause was found for the other offenses, but they're not PBLs.
Correct.
Unless you can tell me something different.
I can't at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So he is entitled to a bond on both counts 1 and count 2. So I am going to order no contact directly or indirectly with any victim or any witness in the case. I'm going to have you sign the no contact order form. We don't do it for DV? It is DV. It's not charged domestic violence, but it's a domestic charge. All right, so before we get you to sign that form, I'm going to order also, Mr. Alonso Gamari, that you are not to have, you're to maintain a separate residence, okay? You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. You may not have any unsupervised contact with any minor child under the age of 18. No weapons, no firearms, and no ammunition. And we'll get to the no contact order. Does the state want to be heard as to bond?
No, Your Honor, we'll just leave it at your discretion.
Okay. So count one bond will be $20,000. Count two, I'll also set at $20,000. I also see as an immigration hold a detainer, is that correct? Yes. Okay. So, Mr. Alonso Gamara, you do have an immigration hold. I can't give you any legal advice about that, but you can talk to the public defenders about that, and they can help you with any immigration hold and give you some guidance on that. I'll have you sign that no contact order form.
Yeah.
Okay, did you understand everything contained in the no contact order?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. That's not him, right? Okay, all right. Can you tell me your name, sir?
James Edward McKenzie Jr.
All right, Mr. McKenzie, you're here in 2019 CF 172830. You're arrested for child abuse and battery, and I do find probable cause, and you didn't fill out a form for the public defender. Do you want me to see if you qualify, or are you going to hire your own attorney? You're going to hire your own attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so you're not to return back to the Publix at 5350 Central Florida Parkway, have any contact with any listed victim or witness, no weapons, no firearms, and no ammunition. I am going to stay the bond at $1,000 and $150. All right, please tell me your name.
Mark Crumpler.
All right, Mr. Kumpler, you're here in a Brevard County, out-of-county warrant, and the judge in Brevard County set your bond at $1,000. And Brevard County has 24 hours to come and pick you up if you're not able to bond out. And that's pursuant to our administrative order. It doesn't include weekends or holidays. So I don't know if Monday would be the day that they would come and get you. If not, it would be after the holiday, okay? But if you can bond out, you can bond out, all right?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Are there any other Spanish cases?
I don't know, Okay, no more Spanish. Thank you, I'm sorry.
Not a problem, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You too. All right, please tell me your name. Tell me your name.
Chad Stanley McDowell.
All right, Mr. McDowell, you're here in case number 2019 MM 10184AO. You're arrested for resisting an officer without violence. I do find probable cause, being advised that you're not going to qualify for the public defender's office. Was there an offer for him?
It would be withhold and court costs, Your Honor.
A withhold and court costs?
Yes.
So he has to do 2 days in? Or 1 day?
I think it was 2 days. Dang.
3 days? Okay.
So is this,
So it's credit for time served, a withhold, and court costs.
so I'm released?
If you want to enter a plea.
No, I'll take my release. I'm ready to go home. My dad's about to
Well,
pass
yeah,
away
you would
and
have to
everything.
enter a plea to get released, or you don't have to take the plea, and I would impose a bond. So which do you want to do? Do you want a bond, or do you want to enter a plea?
What is the enter the plea mean?
Your Honor, can I have a moment
Yeah.
just to, thank you.
All right, Mr. McDowell, we're not going to sit here for 5 minutes, so do you want to take a plea or do you want a bond?
Let's sign this.
Yes, Your Honor, he'll enter a no contest plea.
Okay. All right, Mr. McDowell, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea based on the affidavit. I'll withhold adjudication, sentence you to 3 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 3 days' time served. Order that you pay your court costs by, is there a date you want me to give, Madam Clerk? The 25th of December, 2020. And if you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, it must be so in writing within 30 days.
So does that mean I'll be released today?
Yes.
Okay.
Please tell me your name, sir. Okay. Which case is this?
The one you said.
Oh, thank you.
First off, I have on.
Good morning, this is Judge Wish. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, good morning. This is the interpreter, Mariana.
All right, Mariana, have you been sworn in?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'm going to have my clerk swear you in.
Raise your right
Okay.
hand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to translate from Portuguese to English, from English to Portuguese to the testimony given today?
Sorry, I could have done
I do.
that. Okay, all right, and so I have an individual before me that needs your services. Can you tell me your name, sir?
Oi, prazer. Eu vou ser sua intérprete. Qual que é o seu nome?
José Ricardo Paulino da Silva.
José Ricardo Paulino da Silva.
All right, Mr. Paulino da Silva, you're here in case number 2019 CF 17189.
Então você tá aqui hoje, né, no caso 2019 CF 17189.
You were arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for lewd and lascivious molestation.
Então você está aqui porque você foi preso, né, pela severa, você molestou, né, severamente.
Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Você gostaria promotor para te representar?
Eu não tenho advogado, né? Então, eu acho que sim.
I do not have an attorney.
I'm sorry, I lost the last thing that you said, ma'am.
Oh, not a problem. He says, I don't have an attorney, so I think so. I want one.
All right, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, okay? And I
So
believe this is an F2.
Go ahead.
No objection to a bond, Your Honor.
Well, he's entitled to a bond.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure everyone knows this is an F2. Okay. All right, and I'm sorry, I cut you off, Madam Interpreter. If you could just let him know I did appoint the PD, I'm sorry.
Not a problem. Então, sem problemas, a gente vai pegar defensor público para você, tá bom?
Ok, obrigado.
All right, so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with the victim, any witnesses, or the victim's family, okay? Do you understand?
Então, eu vou pedir para você não ter contato diretamente, indiretamente com a pessoa ou com alguma pessoa relacionada a essa pessoa ou com parte da família, tá?
Tudo bem.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm also ordering that you are to have no unsupervised contact with any minor child under the age of 18.
Então, eu também vou estar fazendo o pedido, né, que você não tenha contato sem supervisão com qualquer criança ou qualquer pessoa abaixo de 18 anos.
No weapons or firearms or any ammunition.
Então, não pode ter nenhuma arma de fogo e nenhuma munição.
And no alcohol or any illegal substances without a valid prescription.
Então, não pode usar nem álcool ou nenhuma substância ilegal, nenhum medicamento sem uma prescrição válida.
And your bond is set at $30,000.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. What is the amount of the bond, just to confirm?
30,000.
30,000. Thank you so much. E a sua fiança é de 30 mil.
Ok.
Thank you. All right, and thank you, Madam Interpreter, for your services.
Thank you for using our services. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That is it. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, please tell me your name.
My name is Jasmine Donna Wilkins.
All right, Ms. Wilkins, you're here in case number 2019 MM1018180. You're arrested for trespass on property after warning. I do find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender. Was there an offer for her?
Withhold court costs and no return to scene.
Do we know how much time served she has? 3 days? Okay. I'm not gonna take any action on her out on release case. Do you wanna accept that offer?
Ma'am, could I explain the situation and
Well,
take briefing?
I don't want you to talk about the facts of the case, so if you don't wanna accept the
No,
offer.
it's not, I didn't even understand the offer.
Okay, it's a withhold of adjudication, so you won't be convicted, and it's credit for time served. You've served 3 days, you'll get credit for that. You cannot go back to the location of the offense, and I would have to impose court costs.
Okay, so ma'am, I don't have any transportation. I took the link.
Okay, well, you don't need transportation to enter the plea. So you'll have, I understand you don't have transportation and you need to use the bus, but you've been trespassed from Link, so you're gonna have to call them if you need to figure out.
There's no need
about-
for that, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. Is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, it is.
Did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
I don't understand that.
Okay, if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I do find a factual basis. I will withhold adjudication, sentence you to 3 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 3 days' time served. Abide by the trespass warning. You can't go back to that Lynx bus station at 455 North Garland. I'll impose court costs and order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, it must be in writing and it must be filed within 30 days, okay?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not working at this time. I
Okay,
haven't
you'll
worked
have
in
to go through
past
the
3
clerk,
months.
you'll have to go through the clerk's office to see if you can get a judgment, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
James Mixon, M-I-X-O-N.
Do we know what happened to Angela Lopez? Okay. Okay, all right. Can you tell me your name?
Lopez.
All right, Ms. Lopez, you're here in 2019 MM 1021480. You're arrested for domestic violence battery. I do find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. And I am going to order no contact, directly or indirectly, with the victim. I'll have you sign the no contact order. Thank you. Did you understand everything contained in the no contact order, Ms. Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. If you need to go back because the victim's present, you'll need to go with law enforcement to get any personal belongings, okay? You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition, and I am gonna set your bond at 500. No. Yeah. All right, please tell me your name again.
James Mixon, M-I-X-O-N.
Okay, I don't know where you are in my stack. Is he a misdemeanor or a felony?
He's a felony VOP.
Felony VOP.
Mixon,
Mixon?
M-I-X-O-N, James.
Yeah, we don't have him on the move-ups.
James Mixon.
Yeah, they put the wrong first name.
All right, well, I can find him.
He's in the felony VOP section.
Yeah, well. I got a lot of sections. All right, Mr. Mixon, I found you. I got it, thank you. All right, Mr. Mixon, you're here in 2015 CF 11402AO. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation. The judge in your case did set your bond at none. I'm going to appoint the public defender. They'll be able to file any motions to set bond for you if you're entitled to a bond. And you'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days for your arraignment, okay?
This is the reason why I'm supposed to be arrested, for the court fine not being paid.
Your Honor, is there any way that a bond can be set in this
I'm not
case?
going to disturb Judge Kessbond.
Okay.
And he's a violent felony offender of special concern, so unless it's financial, he would not be entitled to a bond, and I'm not going to disturb that.
Okay, he is under the assumption that it is. I'll contact you.
They'll have to file you'll have to file a motion.
Violation of probation, but if he needs to
Mr.
file
Mixon, the PDs are going to have to file a motion for you. I can't give you a bond today, okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Marvin Butts.
All right, Mr. Butts, you're here in 2019 CF 17281. You were arrested for aggravated battery, and it's a domestic violence case. I do find probable cause. I don't have a form for the public defender. Were you planning on hiring your own attorney?
Still got one, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't have one. Oh, it was, sorry, it came off. I do have, and it says you do not qualify. You make $700 a week? Is that your paycheck?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Butts, you're gonna have to contact an attorney. I can't appoint them to represent you today. You don't qualify based on your income, okay? We do have a witness here, ma'am. If you could please raise your right hand to be sworn in. I'll swear in. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you state your name for the record, spelling your last name?
Cheryl Benton, B-E-N-T-O-N.
Okay, and how do you know Mr. Butts?
We're in a relationship for almost 4 years.
Okay, for almost 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are you afraid of him?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to have contact with him throughout
Yes.
the pending of the case?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anything like this happened in the past?
Never.
There's been no prior instances of violence?
No, ma'am.
Do you think drugs or alcohol or any lack of taking any medication would have contributed to his behavior?
I think he's not a drinker, and I think that his after his job yesterday, they had a Christmas party or something, and he doesn't drink like alcohol. He drinks beer, and I just feel like he was drinking something that he never drank before because he wasn't himself. And I was trying to get him to lay down and go to sleep, but he just went ballistic and stuff, so it just wasn't him.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for her? Anyone? State? No? Okay. Or is there anything else that you want to tell me that you think I should know?
Nothing, but he's just a nice guy. I couldn't sleep all night because I feel like somebody just put something in his drink, to be honest, but I don't know because I wasn't there. And he's never act that way, ever. And we get along. It's just we didn't have any problems. Not even an argument in the last month or so. So I don't know.
All right, so if
what
I
happened.
allow you to have non-hostile, non-violent contact, do you think that he'll be able to comply with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and So, and he does qualify for pretrial release, and my gut is to place him in pretrial release and allow him to have non-hostile, non-violent contact with you. And I would order random urinalysis. He won't be able to have any alcohol or any illegal substances unless he has a valid prescription for that. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, based on your testimony as well as any lack of any criminal history with regards to any violent offenses, I am gonna allow you to have contact. It's non-hostile, non-violent. No biting, no scratching, no kicking, no pushing, no getting in her face, no saying mean things to her, no texting mean things. Do you understand?
We live together in the same house,
I'm
ma'am.
allowing you to have contact. It's non-hostile and non-violent contact. Do you understand everything that I just told you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can't touch her inappropriately in any way that she does not want to be touched. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm also ordering that you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances without a valid prescription. Do you understand that?
I understand.
No weapons or firearms or any ammunition. Got me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna order you into pretrial release with random urinalysis. It means if you test positive for alcohol or any drugs or anything, I can revoke your release or another judge can revoke your release. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And Your Honor, for the record, the state would object to any physical contact.
Objection is noted.
So.
Thank you. He'll
does
get
he-
out today. Do they have a phone number that they can call her at?
They called me like 2:30 this morning,
Right,
so
okay.
they probably got my number.
We have the contact
They
information.
should call you when they're gonna process him, so they'll call you, and so I don't know if waiting around here will be good, but they might.
Like a couple hours,
Probably.
I'll go home.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. All right, please tell me your name.
Oh, Oni Peterson.
All right, Ms. Peterson, you're here in 2019 CF 17209AO. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant. A lot of feedback today. In which probable cause was found for aggravated assault with a firearm. It's dating violence, robbery, sudden snatching, false imprisonment, dating violence, and petty theft. And I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm ordering no contact directly or indirectly with the victim. I'll have you sign the no contact order form.
I signed it.
Okay, did you understand everything contained within the form?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. You may not return to where the offense is alleged to have occurred. And you're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. And your bond on count 1 is $7,500, count 2 is $1,500, and count 3 is $150, and count 4 is $100. And you're out on release in 2019 MM 9334AO for battery amongst other charges. I am gonna revoke that release and set the bond at none at this time. She does have an attorney in that case, so your attorney can file any motions to set bond for you.
Oh, so what does that mean?
I did.
So I can't get out until I pay the bond again?
All right, if you have any questions, call the number on the form that she'll give you.
Oh.
All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Trentonio Thompson?
All right, Mr. Thompson, you're here in 2019 CF 17184AO. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant, which probable cause was found for aggravated battery on a pregnant person. It's domestic violence, domestic violence, and battery. And they're advising me that you do not qualify for the public defender. You make $1,000 every 2 weeks.
I do qualify.
Do you make $1,000 every 2 weeks?
Yeah, but she said if I paid out more than that, then I do qualify.
I don't understand what you're saying. Do you?
Made $1,000 every 2 weeks. I don't have a job now. I'm not
Okay,
currently
well,
employed.
okay. Okay, so, so you have no income whatsoever coming in? Okay, you don't have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So based on your testimony, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I am gonna order, oh, we have a witness here. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand to be sworn in? All right, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, can you tell me your name and spell your last name?
Taisha Kelly, Kelly.
All All right, and how do you know Mr. Thompson?
He is my child's father.
Okay, are you afraid of him?
No.
Do you want to have continued contact with him through the pending of the case?
Yes.
Has anything like this happened in the past?
Never.
Do you think drugs or alcohol had any involvement in his behavior?
No.
Is there anything else that you think I should know?
No.
Are you aware he has prior domestic violence in his history?
I'm sorry?
Are you aware he has prior domestic violence in his history?
No.
Does anyone else have any questions?
None
Ms.
from the
Allen?
state.
Okay. All right, well, based on my review of the affidavit, I'm not gonna allow contact today. I appreciate you coming here and talking to me, but I'm just not comfortable allowing that. So, his attorneys will be able to file a motion for contact at a later date, and a judge will have a little bit longer of a hearing and be able to hear from you a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna order no contact. And you signed the no contact order form, Mr. Thompson. Did you understand everything contained within it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. You're not to return back to where the offense is alleged to have occurred. And, do y'all, you live together?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so just maintain separate residences. You're not to possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. I know he does qualify for pretrial release, but based on his history, I'm not gonna place him in pretrial release. I am gonna set the bond on count 1 at $5,000. Count 2 will be $150. Count 3 will be $150. All right, thank you. All right, please tell me your name.
David Cotto.
Dakota, you're here in 2019. MM 10218. You're arrested for criminal mischief and battery domestic violence. I do find probable cause. I don't have a form for the PD. Did you plan on hiring your own attorney?
I wasn't gonna hire an attorney.
Okay, do you want me to see if you qualify for the public defender?
Yes.
Okay, do you work?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how much do you get? Do you get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
I have my own business, so it varies.
So you pay yourself?
Yeah,
You pay yourself, how often?
Every 2 weeks, but I practically make about $600 a week.
Okay, all right, so you're not gonna do you have any kids under the age of 18?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how many?
I got one.
One?
One kid.
Okay, so 600 with one
2-year-old.
child? 600 a week? A week. Okay, I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I am gonna order no contact directly or indirectly with the victim. I'll have you sign the no contact order form.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Did you understand everything contained in the no contact order?
Excuse me?
You understand everything contained in the order?
About, yeah.
No contact?
No contact.
Okay, you read it all. Okay, if you violate it, it can get revoked,
That
so
includes
just so
no
you know.
problem, yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. If you need to go back to the residence because the victim's present, you'll need to go with law enforcement. You need to make sure that you go with them, don't go by yourself. No weapons or firearms or any ammunition. And the victim's not present, so I'm not gonna place him in pretrial release. The bond on count 1 will be $100 and $500 on count 2. All right, please tell me your name.
Andre Hayslip.
All right, Mr. Hayslip, you're here in 2019 MM 1138AW. And you were arrested for a battery domestic violence. And I do find, or it's a violation of condition of pretrial release on a domestic violence case. And I do find probable cause for that offense, and I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Again, you may not have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim. I'll have you sign the form again.
Yes,
Do you have
ma'am.
another form for him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you understand everything contained in that no contact order form?
I believe so.
Okay.
I just needed to get like some clothes.
Okay, I don't want you to say anything about what happened.
Oh, no.
All right, as long as you understand everything contained in the no contact order form. And I'm also ordering that you maintain separate residences. You're not to return back to where the offense occurred, and no weapons or firearms or ammunition. You cannot consume any alcohol or possess any illegal substances or consume them without a valid prescription. And I am gonna set your bond at $1,000. And you're out on the release for the domestic violence battery in 19 MM 1138 AW. And based on this violation, I am gonna revoke that bond and set it at none. Does he have the PD in that case? 'Cause I don't have one listed here. Okay, you do have the public defender. They're gonna have to file a motion to set bond for you, okay?
Your Honor, would it be possible to take no action on that case?
I'm not gonna do that with the violation. All right, thank you. Please tell me your name.
Richard Lippett.
All right, Mr. Lippett, you're here in 19 MM 10211 AO. You're arrested for assault, domestic violence. I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I am ordering no contact directly or indirectly with the victim. I'll have you sign the no contact order form.
Say that again.
I'm ordering that you have no contact. You read this form, correct?
If I may, Your Honor, I did read the arrest affidavit. I believe that Mr. Lippett takes care of his wife, and it's in the alleged assault in this case. I don't believe there was any, I don't believe there were any facts that would indicate that his wife was in fear.
Well, she said she was.
It did also list health issues, which would most likely.
I mean, she's not here, so I'm
Okay.
not gonna order contact. I'm not gonna allow I mean, you can file a motion. I know the holidays are coming up, but she's not here, so I'm not gonna order, no hostile contact. If she was here and she testified and I thought it was appropriate, I might, but she's not here. So I'm gonna order the no contact. And so, Mr. Lippett, did you understand everything contained in the no contact order? All right, well, you signed the form, so I'm assuming it's a legal document that you understood what was contained within it. I'm ordering that you maintain separate residences. You may not return to where the offense is alleged to have occurred. I believe that's at the Walgreens at 5903 South Orange Blossom Trail. If you need to go back to the residence, you'll have to go with law enforcement. One time, don't go without them. No weapons or firearms or any ammunition. He has no prior criminal history, so I am gonna ROR him, okay? All right, I understand you're upset, Mr. Lippert, but I can't order contact if the victim's not present today, okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Jason Allen.
All right, Mr. Allen, you're here in 2019 CF 16724. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for failing to report or re-register as a sexual offender. And I will appoint the public defender to represent you in that case. You do have reporting requirements. I do have to advise you of those. Your bond will be set at $3,500 on that case. You're also here in 19 CF 6915AO. It's for failing to appear for a plea and sentence on November 25th, 2019, and the judge in Division 17 did set your bond at none. Does he have the PD?
Yes.
Okay, you do have the public defender, so they'll have to file some motions to set bond for you in that case. All right, please tell me your name.
Thaddeus Anthony.
All right, Mr. Anthony, you're here in 2019 CF 17270AO. You're arrested for burglary of a conveyance, fraudulent use of credit cards over $100, receiving a credit card or credit card theft by taking or receiving, and possession of a credit card with intent to use or sell as a theft, and petty theft. And I do find probable cause for those offenses. I don't have a form for the public defender. Were you planning on hiring your own attorney?
Your Honor, if I may, the PD has been appointed in all of his previous cases. However, we recently, just yesterday, had conflicted off.
Okay.
If we could just go ahead
I'll
and...
appoint the PD, and then they can conflict off, and I don't know if conflict counsel will, but you'll have another attorney, but that'll start the process, okay?
Yes,
So, I don't want you to say anything about your case.
It's not about my case.
Okay.
I was told that I couldn't get a PD, a public defender, because my co-defendant.
Okay, yes. So they're gonna conflict off once I appoint them, but if you don't have an attorney, there's nothing anybody can do, okay? So I appointed them to represent you. They will conflict off your case. I do find probable cause for that, as well as the 19 CF 17268AO. You're charged with burglary of a conveyance and grand theft third degree of a motor vehicle. So I am ordering that in both cases, you're not to return to any place where the offense is alleged to have occurred, okay? So you can't go back to any of those scenes. You may not have any contact with any alleged victim, any witness, or co-defendant. All right, and I'm gonna stay the bonds, $3,500, $150, and $100 on counts 3, 4, and 5. And then in the other case, $3,500 and $150.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, can you repeat that one more time?
Sure, it's $3,500, $150, and then $100 on 3, 4, and 5, and then it's $3,500 and $150. All right, thank you. All right. I gotta keep going. All right, please tell me your name.
Leroy Bass.
All right, Mr. Bass, you're here in 19 CF 17280AO. You're arrested for possession of MDMA, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. No illegal substances without a valid prescription. I'm gonna set the bond at 1,000 on count 1. I'll ROR on count 2. And 19 CF 12207AO, you were arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of pretrial release, and Judge Kested set your bond at none. Does he have the PD?
Yes, Your Honor, he
Okay.
does.
So the PD's office will have to file a motion to set bond for you in that case, okay? Oh, looks like he's doing that. All right, please tell me your name.
My name is Anthony Brown, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Brown, you're here in 2019 CF 17294. You're arrested for grand theft third degree. I do find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender. You may not return back to the Super Target at 4750 Millennia Plaza Way, or have any contact with any listed victim or witness in the case. And the bond will stay set at $2,500. All right, please tell me your name.
Willie Carr, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Carr, you're here in 19 CF 17287AO. You're arrested for loitering or prowling and battery on a law enforcement officer. I'll appoint the public defender. I believe that you have a probable cause challenge as to the loitering or prowling.
Yes, Your Honor, I do, and the state and I had agreed that there was no probable cause for the arrest in this case. If I could have a moment to grab my computer.
Okay, well, I mean, are just arguing to ROR on that count? I'm fine with that.
Yes, dear.
Okay, so, I do find probable cause, but I'm gonna ROR him on that count, okay?
Okay.
If that.
Thank
means
you.
anything. Okay, so I do find the probable cause for both of the offenses. And so, as to the loitering or prowling, all ROR, you may not return back to the victim's residence in that area. I believe it's a couple different addresses. There's 4427 Bonecca Street and 444 Bonecca Street. Don't go back to Bonecca Street, okay? All right, no weapons or firearms or any ammunition, and no contact with any listed victim or witness. I believe there was a trespass warning issued, so no, abide by the trespass warning. And the bat Leo will remain at 2,500, and he's out on bond. Same type of offense. So I am going to revoke the release in 19 CF 12773AO based on the offense and the new law offenses. And so it looks like he does have an attorney. They'll be able to file any motions to set bond for him. All right, please tell me your name.
Jeff Charles.
Or Mr. Charles, you're here in 2019 CF 17277. Arrested for possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, possession of cannabis more than 20 grams, possession of drug paraphernalia. Did you find probable cause? And I'll appoint the public defender. Does he qualify for pretrial release?
He did not, Your Honor. It looks like his bond had been posted
Oh.
and then maybe wasn't.
Okay, it says bond posted. Did you post a
Yeah,
bond?
It's not showing anymore, so they must have, for some reason, not accepted it. I'm not sure.
All right, no drugs or alcohol without a valid prescription. I'm gonna ROR you. Stay out of trouble. If you come back, that bond will probably get revoked, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't
Yes.
know if the state's gonna do anything with this case, but, because they're not really prosecuting cannabis, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do. But I'm gonna ROR you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, please tell me your name.
Elliot De La Rosa.
All right, Mr. De La Rosa, you're here in 2019 CF 17275. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for burglary of a structure, criminal mischief, and trespass in a structure. And I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Does he qualify for it says not interviewed.
It's a warrant, Your Honor, so we wouldn't have spoken with him.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is you're not to return back to where the offense is alleged to have occurred. You're not to have any contact with any listed victim or witness. As to count one, I'm gonna stay the bond on count one or PTR if he qualifies, okay? And I'll do count two, 100 or PTR if qualifies, and count three, 100 or PTR if qualifies. So if you don't want to post a bond, communicate with PTR and give them all the information they need to see if you'll qualify, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, he is a student at UCF. Where,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, it's all coming back to me, okay. Yeah,
if we could just make it so that he's not able to access after hours or be on the premise.
yeah, well, it looks like, I think he was, was he trespassed from those two were you given a trespass warning?
Not in the gym.
Okay, all right. So,
Sorry,
I
Your Honor.
mean, yeah, so don't go back to those places unless you have a reason to be there and you're allowed to be there. I don't know if they've given you a trespass warning, but,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. I know you go to school there, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard, but.
Okay, thank you.
All right, please tell me your name.
Navesha Ellison.
All right, Ms. Ellison, you're here in 2019 CF 17279. You were arrested for driving while license suspended with 2 prior convictions. I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You can't drive without a valid driver's license. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And so I am gonna stay the bond at the 2,500. I'm not gonna revoke your release, but I can tell you, if I see you again at the jail or another judge sees you and you got 2 cases and you got a 3rd case and you're driving, it's probably not gonna be a nice day for you, okay? So,
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, please tell me your name.
Michael Lewis.
What is it?
Michael Lewis.
Do we have? Okay, we'll reset Mr. Hatcher.
And then Lorel Johnson Bondi.
Okay, thank you. We'll take no action on that. And you're Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Mr. Lewis, you're here in 2018 CF 923580, and you're arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for a status hearing on December 13th, 2019. And the judge did revoke your release in that case. Looks like it's drug court. And I'll appoint the public defender if they're not already representing you. And so Judge Whitehead will have to be the one to change and see if he's going to give you a bond. So the PDs will have to file a motion, okay? Okay, yeah, well, he had the form, so. All right, please tell me your name.
Darren Mercer.
All right, Mr. Mercer, you're here in 19 CF 17262AO, arrested for grand theft, 3rd degree of a motor vehicle, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you find probable cause? I'll appoint the public defender. You can't possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription, no contact with any listed victims or witnesses. I am going to place you in pretrial release, and that is with random urinalysis weekly. So you violate that, it can get revoked. All right, please tell me your name.
Tomas Miranda.
All right, Mr. Miranda, you're here in 19 CF 17286AO. You're arrested for aggravated assault on a person over the age of 65 with a firearm. Did you find probable cause? I don't have a form for the PD. Did you plan on hiring your own attorney?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I won't appoint the public defender. You can't possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition. If you have any weapons or firearms, you need to surrender them within 12 hours from your release from the Orange County Jail to your local law enforcement. You may not return back to the victim's residence. No alcohol or any illegal substances, and no contact with any victim or witness. Based on your history, I'm not going to place you in pretrial release. So I am going to set your bond at $3,500. All right, please tell me your name.
Austin Peterson.
All right, Mr. Peterson, you're here in 2019 CF 17282AO. You're arrested for possession of cannabis over 20 grams. I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender. I don't know if the state will prosecute your case or file on your case. So I'm ordering no illegal substances without a valid prescription. I am going to stay the bond, however, but I'm not going to revoke your bond on this charge. However, if you come back and you have multiple cases, that might end up
Thank
being
you.
different. Okay.
Osceola just emailed me saying that, this Acevedo, DUI had bonded out on that case yesterday, but we heard it today. We want to know if you want to strike it from the record.
Well, if he bonded, then yeah. Yeah. All right, please tell me your name.
Jaden Stevens Martin.
All right, you're here in 2019 CF 17269AO. You're arrested for conspiracy to commit burglary of a conveyance, conspiracy to commit credit card fraud, and conspiracy to commit petty theft. And I do find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender to represent you in your case. No return back to where the offenses are alleged to have occurred. No contact with any victim, any witness, or any co-defendant. And I'll stay the bonds at 1,000, 100, and 100. Getting busy. If you have a question. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Antonio Walker.
All right, Mr. Walker. You're here in 2019, CF 17278. You're arrested for petty theft, 2 prior convictions. I do find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Can't go back to the Millennium Mall, that Macy's at 4298 Millennium Boulevard. I'm ordering, you can't go back to the mall, okay? No contact with any listed victim or witness at that location. I am gonna stay the bond at 1,000. I'm not gonna revoke your release. Make sure you stay out of trouble. Don't come back. If you do, I don't know what will happen.
Thank you.
Your Honor, would he qualify for pretrial release?
I'm not gonna put, and I don't think he does.
No, not with the auto one.
Not with an add-on bond.
Thank you.
All right, please tell me your name.
Edward Baker.
All right, Mr. Baker, you're here in 17 MM 8125 AO. You were arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for pretrial conference on 11/9/2017. The judge did revoke your release, but gave you a bond of 1,000. Does he have the PD? Yes. Okay, you have the PD. If you can't bond out, they'll be able to file any motions for you.
Your Honor, if I may, there was correspondence that he had written from, I believe he was incarcerated, and he had written to the judge trying to seek a plea in absentia.
Well, he has a bond, so, I mean, if he was being held no bond, I can't contact another judge right now because
Okay.
nobody's around. Where during the week, I might be able to do that, but.
I still got a court, I'm still incarcerated in prison. I'm supposed to go on Thursday.
Yeah, January 17th pretrial.
Okay.
Well, it'll be on the order. All right, please tell me your name.
Winsley August.
All right, sir, you're here in 2019 CT 6850 AO. You were arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for a status hearing. And I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You have a bond of $500. You think you'll be able to bond out?
I paid it off yesterday before I returned myself in. I don't know
Okay. Paid what off?
the bond.
Okay. You paid a bond? I mean, did he pay a bond and they're just holding him because of the out-on bond?
No, yeah, there's no bond in the
Okay.
system.
Wait, he has no bond?
No, there's not, it hasn't been posted.
Okay. Doesn't appear as if you posted a bond yet. Do you think you'll be able to post your bond? Was there an offer?
I did it yesterday before I turned myself in. I went on.
Okay. 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 Do you want to try and resolve your case today?
Yes.
Okay. Was there an offer?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want credit for time served? Resolve your case today? So no motor vehicle registration. And I'm not going to take any action on the out-on release case for the failure to appear.
Your Honor, what is the offer?
Credit for time served.
Withhold?
I mean, he has prior, so no.
Okay.
So she would just say with nothing and we'll be done with this.
Yeah, I mean, he would be my contact. I would give him time to, motor vehicle registration and not. Failing to appear for a status, His case, that's the case, failing to appear. All right, Mr. Augusta, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is your last name Wainsley or August?
August.
August? Okay. All right, did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
If you find a factual basis to accept your plea, I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to, is it 1 or 2 days? 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. I do have to impose court costs. I'll order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, it must be in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you, and I'm not taking any action on his other case.
Okay, thank you.
All right, please tell me your name.
Joshua Conley.
All right, Mr. Connolly, you're here in 19 MM 812 AA. You were arrested for loitering or prowling, and I'll appoint the public defender. I believe the PD did have a probable cause challenge for the loitering or prowling. I did, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. The allegation is that Mr. Conley was rummaging through a donations box, and that was the loitering and prowling.
Well, he attempted to conceal himself, and he's not in a place where he's supposed to be. He didn't dispel the police officers, you know.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's probable cause. I don't know if all of those facts pretty much go to the loitering or prowling.
The state would agree, Your Honor, especially since it was during closed business hours.
So, I mean,
Just
I'm gonna
for
find that
PC
there's probable
purposes.
cause. Was there an offer?
Withholding court costs and credit time served.
Okay. So you wanna take it? So? All right, Mr. Conley, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, ma'am, it
Did you
is.
understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find a factual basis. I'll adjudicate or withhold adjudication. Sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. And I'll order that you pay your court costs by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, it must be in writing within 30 days.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
good luck.
Is that it? Is it a year? Okay, thank you.
All right, please tell me your name. Excuse me.
Christopher East.
Mr. East, you're here in 19 MM 811 AA, loitering or prowling, and I will appoint the public defender, and I believe you have the same, Ms. Abraham, you have the same challenge?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I'm gonna find probable cause, and I do find probable cause, and so was there an offer?
Withhold credit time served and court costs.
All right, and I'm not gonna take any action on your out on release case. Don't miss any court dates if you have any court dates coming up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find a factual basis. I'll withhold adjudication, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. And I'll order that you pay your court costs by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, it must be in writing within 30 days. All right, good luck. Please tell me your name, sir.
Olan Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, you're here in 19 MM 10208 AO. You're arrested for petty theft with a prior theft conviction and trespass on property after warning. And I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender. I don't know if the state will have an offer for you today, but we can see.
It would be a withholding court costs.
Okay, I'm not gonna withhold. He has a lot of priors, and his last prior petty theft conviction was in May. So I would adjudicate. I'm not gonna withhold.
Okay, I'll explain that.
Okay. And if he doesn't take it today, my guess is the state would.
That's okay, Your Honor. We're going to go ahead and enter a plea of no contest.
Okay. And then will you explain to him, Mr. Johnson, and theft is an enhanceable offense, okay?
I will explain that.
Okay. Petty theft, and you have a prior adjudication. Petty theft on prior convictions. You have petty theft on 2 prior convictions. Then it's looking at felony. So it just gets worse. All right, is this your signature at the bottom of the plea form, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea to both charges, and I will adjudicate you guilty on each count, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. Those will run concurrent. You may not go back to Walmart at 3101 West Princeton Street. Abide by the trespass warning. I'll order that you pay your court costs by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. All right, good luck.
All right.
All right, please tell me your name.
Johnny Orlano.
Do we know what happened to Nicholas Majeski? Okay, we'll reset within 24 hours of his release. And Orellano?
Orellano, yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
all right. Sir, you're here in 2019 MM 10195. You were arrested for petty theft. Did you find probable cause, and I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I don't know if the state will have an offer, but we can see.
Not this time, Your Honor.
Okay, is that because it's enhanceable?
Yes.
Okay. All right, because you have priors, the state's not gonna make you an offer today. It's an enhanceable offense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order that you're not to return back to the Home Depot at 350 North Alafaya Trail or have any contact with any listed victim or witness at that location. I am gonna set your bond a little higher because you're out on bond, so your bond's gonna be set at $500. But I'm not gonna revoke your release for it looks like the state did file an information, but you're on pretrial release. I'm gonna keep you on pretrial release. I'm gonna add random error analysis for that. So if I need to change any documentation, so that will be weekly random error analysis for that. But I'm not gonna revoke the release, okay?
Thank you.
So, you understand all of those conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, please tell me your name.
Melissa Parker.
All right, Ms. Parker, you're here in 2019 MM 10206 AO. You're arrested for petty theft with one prior theft conviction. I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender. I don't know if the state will have an offer for you today.
It's an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to scene.
Okay, and so it's 2 days credit for time served, no return back. And if you could explain to her the enhanceable offense of theft too. All right, Ms. Parker, is this your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea? Are you on probation anywhere?
No.
Okay, you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that theft is an enhanceable offense? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so don't want any more, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next one could be a felony, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea. I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. You can't go back to the Target, 325 North Alafaya Trail, abide by any trespass warning. And I do have to impose court costs. I'll order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. I'm not going to revoke your release. You have an upcoming court date. Do not miss that. All right, please tell me your name.
Steven Santos.
Do we know what happened to Michael Paul? All right, we'll reset Mr. Paul. All right, and your Santos, 2019 MM 10202AO. You're arrested for petty theft, and I do find probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Does the state have an offer?
It's a withhold on credit time served and no return to scene.
All right, do you want to accept that offer, Mr. Santos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll have you sign the plea form. Is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
Yes.
Did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea based on the affidavit in the court file. I will withhold adjudication, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. Can't go back to where the offense is alleged to have occurred, that Publix, and abide by any trespass warning. And I do have to impose court costs. I'll order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. And I did appoint the PD.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought
I'll
you-
just have you sign it.
That's fair. May I approach?
Yeah, sure. All right, please tell me your, oh, sorry, we're done. Thank you. Good luck. All right, please tell me your name.
Roderick Tanner.
Mr. Tanner, you're here in 19MM 10210. You're arrested for an open container and disorderly intoxication. Do you find probable cause? I'll appoint the public defender. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor, it was withhold court costs.
All right, Mr. Tanner, you want to accept that? You'll get out today.
Yes.
Okay. Have you signed the plea form?
Okay.
All right, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form, Mr. Tanner?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything that was contained within it?
Yes.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea to both counts. I'll withhold adjudication on each count, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. Those will run concurrent. And I do have to impose court costs. I'll order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days, okay? Good luck. All right, please tell me your name.
I haven't been in trouble. I'm gonna see Brandon Vanover.
All right, Mr. Vanover, you're here in 19 MM 10209 AO. You're arrested for trespass on property after warning. Do you find probable cause? I'll appoint the public defender. Was there an offer?
Withhold court costs and no return to scene.
Huh? Me?
Me.
Oh. What?
I'm seeing my Greyhound bus needs for me to go back.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I'd rather get them plea out. Then they don't come back to us. In two. In two. I'm sorry, Sharon. All right, is that your signature at the bottom of the plea form, Mr. Vanover?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea? Are you on probation anywhere?
No, but I'm stating I'm back to Mississippi.
Okay, you can go wherever you want to go. Okay?
Appreciate it.
All right, and so you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation? Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your plea based on the affidavit in the court file. I'll withhold adjudication, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. You may not go back to the area in which you were trespassed, okay? Don't
Yeah,
go
I'm
back
going
there.
back to the area,
All right.
which is Greyhound. I'm
Don't go
going
back
to
there.
Greyhound.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank
All right, if you'd like, I have to order court costs. I'll order you pay those by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. Good luck. All right, please tell me your name.
Nicholas Watcher.
Okay, Mr. Wachek, you're here in 19 MM 10204 AO. You were arrested for petty theft and trespass on property after warning. I do find probable cause for those offenses. I'll appoint the public defender. I'm afraid that Sean's gonna hit me in the head, but do you have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's offer would be an
It's getting hot.
adjudication on the petty theft,
Okay.
withhold on the trespass, no return to scene on both counts.
Okay. Do you want to accept that offer?
Yes, please.
Okay, and so will you explain to him the enhanceable offense of theft? Okay. It's hot in here. All right, is this your signature at the plea form, on the plea form, Mr. Wachek?
It is.
All right, did you understand everything contained within the plea form?
I do.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, I do.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No,
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
I do.
All right, I do find a factual basis to accept your pleas. I'll adjudicate you guilty on count 1 and withhold adjudication on count 2. Sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. You can't go back to that 7-Eleven, okay, at 6700 Central Florida Parkway. Abide by the trespass warning. Do you have to impose court costs? I'll order that they be paid by December 25th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right. I don't think we have any more until the very end, maybe. All right, can you tell me your name?
Jesse Jensen.
All right, Mr. Jensen, you're picked up on an out-of-county warrant out of Gulf County, and your bond is set at none in that case. And so Gulf County will have 72 hours pursuant to our administrative order to come and pick you up. If they don't do that, and that doesn't include weekends or holidays, if they don't do that within the time frame, you'll come back before a judge, okay?
Okay.
All right, please tell me your name.
Navedo?
All right, Mr. Navedo, you're here on an Osceola County warrant, and the bond is set at none. And Osceola will have 24 hours pursuant to our administrative order to come get you, not including weekends or holidays. If they don't do so within that time frame, you'll come back before a judge, okay?
Okay.
All right, please tell me your name.
John Robert Reeves.
All right, Mr. Reeves, you're here on an out-of-county warrant out of Sumter County, and the judge set your bond at none in that case. And pursuant to our administrative order, Sumter County will have 72 hours to come and get you, not including weekends or holidays. And so if they don't do that within the time frame, he'll come back before a judge, okay?
Yes, ma'am, you have a good day.
You too, thank you. All right, please tell me your name.
Alexander Boston.
Do we know what happened to Miracle Allen? Is she mental health? Okay, we'll reset her again. Okay, Mr. Boston. You're here in 2017 CF 5076AO and 2017 CF 2129AO And 2019 MM 7695AO. It looks like the first two cases, the felony cases, are VOPs pursuant to a warrant, and the bond is set at none. I'll appoint the PD on those two cases to represent you. You'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days for your arraignment, okay? The public defender can file any motions to set bond for you. In 19 MM 7695AO, I believe that's a failure to appear, and that was for an arraignment. And the judge did give you a bond on count 1 at 1,500 and count 2 at 1,000. Does he have the PD?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll appoint the PD if you don't already have them, okay? And then they can, if you can't make that bond, well, I don't know with the VOPs if you want to bond out. Okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Delente Dunqua Epps.
All right, Mr. Epps, you're here in 2019 CF 17224. You're arrested for attempted second-degree murder with a firearm, and I do find probable cause for that offense. And I don't have a form for the public defender. Were you planning on hiring your own attorney, or do you want me to see if you qualify for the PD?
I'm fire my own attorney.
You're gonna hire your own attorney? Have you talked to anybody yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So this is a punishable by life felony, based on the reclassification. And does the state want to be heard as to bond?
No, Your Honor. Whatever. the
Well, are you
court-
asking the court to make a fine? I mean, it's a punishable by life felony.
So, I'm not sure what is it.
Okay, so I have to make a finding if I'm gonna hold him at no bond, which would be proof evident or presumption great. So it would be based on the allegations based in the affidavit for an arrest. So that's your burden.
We would ask no bond based upon the allegations.
Okay, what specific facts are there that show that proof is evident and presumption is great?
One moment, please. Based upon the victim's statements that the defendant is the one that shot him. Based upon the defendant's drugs and well, okay. Based upon the defendant telling police that he was the first in the bedroom in the apartment and the defendant was the one that shot him. And every time the defendant was asked who was the shot him, he did name the defendant.
Okay. Ms. Abraham, do you have any argument?
Your Honor, if I could have one more second to review the arrest affidavit.
Okay, well, you guys have all this time in the morning, same as I do, to review everything.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd argue that there is not enough proof here pursuant to the arrest affidavit, and we'd ask that a bond be set in this case.
Okay. Well, I do find proof evident presumption great, even if it's based on the victim's statement, based on other corroboration as to other people's, specifically even finding his picture online, and that's the only way that the victim was able to point him out in a lineup. And he did know the victim. He did know the defendant. So I do find proof evident presumption great. I am going to hold him at no bond. You may not return back to the victim's residence. You may not have any contact with any victim, any witness. You may not possess any weapons or firearms or any ammunition, and you may not possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances. And your attorneys will be able to file an Arthur hearing downtown for you, which is a bond motion, okay?
Now, can I get an affidavit? I don't get no paperwork.
You get what?
Do I get an affidavit or paperwork?
An affidavit? I believe you'll get paperwork. I don't know, but the PD's office was not appointed to represent you, so you'll need to hire, like you said, you were gonna hire your own attorney, so they'll
Yeah,
be
but I
able
was
to
never
get that
given
discovery.
I was never getting no warrant paper or nothing.
Okay, can we print him out an affidavit, Sharon, or no? I'm sorry, I know you're really busy.
Your Honor, would we be able to be appointed in the meantime until he is able to retain an attorney?
I mean, do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you? They
Yes,
made an
ma'am.
argument for you today not representing you, so.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You can always hire your own attorney, okay? All right, they'll be able to get you that paperwork. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Victor Aponte.
All right, Mr. Aponte, you're here in 2019 CF 14224. You were arrested for burglary of a dwelling and grand theft third degree. And I do find probable cause, well, that was pursuant to a warrant, I'm sorry. So probable cause was already found. And I'm ordering that you're not to return back to the victim's residence or have any contact with any listed victim or witness in the case. I'm gonna, the bond is set at 10,000. I'm gonna set it at 5,000. Count two will be 150. Apparently it says I already did the IA. I don't know. Medical, but I didn't do the IA on this, so I don't know why. Huh? I reduced count one to 5,000 and 150. The paperwork from yesterday says that I found, I ordered no I guess that must be the warrant. Yeah. I was like, I didn't address that one yesterday. Yeah, it's the same as on the warrant. Sir, I don't want you to talk about the facts of your case, okay? You have an attorney, you can talk to them about it, okay?
Okay, excuse me.
I-
Can I say something? I want to say something.
You can say something, but at your own peril, if you want to talk about the facts of the case, but I would advise you
I
not
not
to.
talked about this case. See my eye? See my eye? I suffered for cancer 9 years. They give me pay. That pay.
I can't do anything for you, sir. I don't control what happens at the jail, okay? I can't.
No,
work-
this is not from the jail. This, I called the police Thursday. I called the police, somebody beat me.
Okay, well,
I
you have
thought-
an attorney and you can talk to them about it.
Because this is stuff you said, nah, I don't know
Not
nothing.
applicable to this case, sir. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Anthony Jerome Banks.
All right, Mr. Banks, you're here in 19 CF 3784. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation. The judge did set your bond at none, and I'll appoint the public defender. You'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days for your arraignment, and the PDs can file any motions to set bond for you. All right, please tell me your name.
Travis Chambers.
All right, Mr. Chambers, you're here in 2019, or 18, excuse me, CF 5409. You're arrested, and they filed an on-view violation of probation pursuant to your new law arrest in 19 CF 16369. I do find probable cause for that. I am gonna set the bond or stay the bond at none. I'll appoint the public defender. You'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days for your arraignment, okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Richard Cujo.
Mr. Cujo, you're here in 2013 CF 8079AO. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation, and the judge did set your bond at none. And they're telling me you don't qualify for the public defender, but you're sitting here on no bond. I'm gonna appoint them to represent you, okay? So you'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days. In the meantime, they can file any motions to set bond for you on your behalf, okay?
Okay.
All right, please tell me your name.
Donald Reginald LeGrand, ma'am.
All right, Mr. LeGrand, you're here in 2011 CF 13592AO. Arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation, and the judge in your case did set your bond at none. I'll appoint the PD to represent you, and you'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days for your arraignment, okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Alexander Monell.
All right, Mr. Manel, you're here in 2018 CF 2235AO, and you were arrested pursuant to a warrant for a violation of probation. The judge did set your bond at none, and I don't have a form for the PD. Are you gonna hire your own attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you spoken with anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you'll see Judge Whitehead in a couple days. If you haven't hired anybody, you can talk to him about maybe getting the public defender, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else that I need to address? Yes, he did. All right, we will be in recess until tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.